On his April 28th appearance on the talk show Late Night with Seth Meyers, Adam Levine took a trip down memory lane. Season 27, The Voice Coach discussed the origins of the show with host Seth Meyers. Since its 2011 premiere, the program has gone a long way. Levine said that during filming the first season, the concept and atmosphere amongst the coaches were still being worked out. It's now much better, but it was a complete disaster back then. Meyers stated that no one knew what was going to happen. They threw these 4 people onto these 4 spinning chairs, and we all know about it now, but back then we were like, this is crazy. Since the initial season 1 coaches were an undeniable all-star lineup that featured Levine, we all felt like we belonged to the same team. The Shelton brothers Blake, Christina Aguilera, and Theo Green survived the show's shifting dynamics, but Levine and Shelton formed an instant bond on set, leading to one of the most fascinating rival reality relationships ever. Viewers couldn't tell if the two genuinely liked or hated each other, which added to the show's charm. Levine was concerned about the potential for the bar-laced back and forth between Levine and Shelton, which could easily turn comedic jabs into below-the-belt punches if not managed with care. There was a particularly memorable moment when we were in each other's trailers, which added an extra hook for new fans watching the new show in addition to the outstanding artists that perform in each episode. When Levine informed me, I was like, hey, is there ever a point where it goes too far? Is there a line that you can't cross? But the two celebrities were on the same page, and he said, buddy, you can hit me however hard you want. You will never go too hard, which, in retrospect, seems to have been his guiding principle. Meyers was informed by Levine that their conversation backstage revolved around him rather than Shelton. Following tradition, Levine responded appropriately when Meyers asked if he had missed Shelton's visit on the show, a question that Levine says he gets often enough, by saying, I got more sensitive than he did. Levine used Meyers' signature sarcastic retort, saying, he's just not a notable person, I forgot who he was. Despite having black hair and beard during rehearsals, the lead singer of Maroon 5 arrived for performance day of the playoffs on April 28. Watch it on demand on Peacock, looking almost two-tone. Viewers noticed that his head hair was noticeably lighter than usual, not matching his facial hair. As fans might expect, Levine's fellow coaches couldn't help but react to his new look, and there's a debate going on backstage about what color it is. With the scale in mind, here's a witty and thorough story based on your prompt, Coach Kelsey Ballerini's first season, and Michael Bubba's joke about blonde silver. An entertaining piece of writing will emerge from my exploration of Adam Levine and Blake Shelton's hilarious encounter on The Voice. I will center my narrative on the playful banter between the two, particularly in regards to Blake's joke and whether or not he took it too far. As the most recent show started, coaches Blake Shelton's lights shimmered on The Voice stage. Adam Levine. Sitting down for what would be the next round of blind audition battles or live performances were Gwen Stefani and John Legend. There was a lively atmosphere filled with excitement, comedy, and a friendly rivalry among them. Today was no different from the other memorable and entertaining times the two had shared on the show, as Adam Levine, ever the sharp-tongued musician, grinned mischievously at Blake Shelton. At the end of the commercial, as the cameras rolled back to the stage, Blake Shelton, who is famous for his witty banter and playful mockery, decided to lighten the mood by leaning over to Adam and spoke loudly enough for everyone to hear, including the other coaches. Adam arched an eyebrow and grinned, asking, oh, what kind of style are we talking about? Are we talking about the melodies and lyrics or the dance tracks? Blake beamed. Actually, I was considering something more risky, like the crowd and coaches found Adam Levine's Heartbreaker, a song about how quickly he breaks hearts, to be a comical attack, but Blake didn't stop there, or perhaps I should just say it. In Living's Love Lessons, How to Break Up and Move On, Blake winked at the audience, which made everyone laugh in the studio. However, Adam's expression changed slightly. He laughed, but his eyes betrayed a hint of mischievous distrust. At a live concert, Adam decided to address Blake's joke, which led to a hilarious exchange. Adam asked, as I step into the spotlight for my turn, I heard you were saying that I am a heartbreaker. Is this true? Blake, ever the showman, smiled in response. I was just kidding, Adam. After all, if someone is breaking your heart, you seem to have a knack for making others fall for you. The audience erupted in hilarity as Gwen was whisked away for a dance, breaking hearts all around. Adam is... Watch out, Blake. If you insist on making light of my romantic life, I might have to play you a breakup song, he said with a smile and a shake of his head. Adam approached Blake backstage after the concert, and Blake defensively raised his hands, saying, "Okay, I get it. My joke was hilarious." The lighthearted tension between them persisted throughout the program. Adam started off his tone with a mix of seriousness and humor. He asked if Blake thought Adam had gone too far with his earlier joke, considering they were on live television. Blake remained unfazed and said, "Come on, Adam. It's all in good humor." Adam chuckled, adding, "True, but you know I can dish it out too." Blake nodded, understanding that Adam was joking and that no harm had been intended. Later that night, after the cameras had turned off and the team had dispersed, they continued their conversation. As Adam and Blake sipped their drinks in the dressing room, Adam made the comment, "You know, there are moments when I question when jokes cross the line. You slightly went over the line today, but I get it. It's all in a game." To tell Adam the truth, Blake seemed thoughtful. "Because we are on television and everyone loves the banter, and because it is all in good fun, I had no intention of hurting or offending anyone." Their exchange exemplified the unique camaraderie that defines their partnership on The Voice. The coaches often use edgy or playful humor to connect with contestants, excite viewers, and create a lively atmosphere. Adam nodded, "Absolutely." Blake grinned, "Deal. Next time, maybe run the joke by me first." The interplay between Adam's amorous reputation and Blake's playful mocking is highlighted in this humor. The comedic timing of Blake the Voice audience was enthralled by Adam's wit and the mutual respect between them, so much so that they flooded social media with comments, memes, and presents in response to the conversation. Blake Shelton just went too far with that joke, one person joked, while others questioned whether Adam was actually irritated by Blake's comedy. And the term went viral, but in later interviews, the coaches played down the controversy. "Blake's just being Blake," Adam said with a smile. "I understand he's joking, it's all part of the enjoyment." Blake pointed out, "If I ever went too far, Adam would let me know, but I think we're fine. Besides, I am too attractive to get into trouble." In conclusion, the dynamic conversation highlighted the importance of humor in fostering camaraderie and providing amusement. The fact that Adam and Blake's friendship, built on mutual respect, shared experiences, and a sense of humor, is still going strong after all these years shows how harmless teasing may really deepen bonds between coworkers. Years later, the incident is remembered as a perfect example of Blake Shelton's playful nature and Adam Levine's thoughtful response. It became a symbol of the show's unexpected and popular energy, which made The Voice so popular. Blake Shelton, behind the scenes, could not help but laugh when he remembered his joke and wondered if he had gone too far. However, knowing Adam, he understood that it was all in good fun, and it served as a reminder that humor can sometimes be the best way to preserve the music.